HIVEMIND. They are featured on the Queef Jerky album. Should we listen to that today, chat? I don't know if I want to. We might, but we might peep that. But this is another video of are these 3 album runs perfect? Except this is on the Unlimited channel, so it's more of them. Let's watch. Where if you're Christian too? I didn't know. I thought you were atheist, to be honest. But understandable, definitely valid. No, for we all, you know what I'm saying? We all God's children. No cap. It's just, I feel like there's a difference between God's children and children of the church, for the most part. There's some, it can overlap, but there's a lot of people where it separates. And that's when it's weird, you know? But anyways.
Is there such thing as a perfect 3 album run? If so, how many are there? And what was the last one?
W intro.
We asked our Discord to send in what
I'm
they
trying to keep this one short.
Consider a perfect 3 album run. Today we're gonna go through their responses, say whether we agree, disagree, or whether their take was cringe. Bon Iver. So For Emma Forever Ago, a classic breakup album. I haven't listened to any of
these. I've heard a couple songs off of this, but I haven't heard any of them. These, I don't know why. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. That's how I be.
Bon Iver, the self-titled, and then we've got 22 A Million. This follows the same crescendo we've been seeing with a lot of the...
You might have. I be blacking out during the streams, bro, to be honest. I be forgetting a lot of stuff. So, maybe. Oh, wait, no, you did say that. I remember that now. I had to think about it. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, still, though, I've been to church concerts. I'm not atheist, but, you know, I just don't go to church no more. So who knows? You know, I feel like everybody's been to a church concert at least once. Probably. But anyways.
The artists outside of hip hop. Yeah. For Emma, stripped back, acoustic, mostly in that higher register.
I never listened to any of these, bro. I should, though. What's the best Ty Dolla $ign feature? Let me check, bro. Okay. I love how like all of these are features. Safety Net is a great one. Safety Net is really good. His verse on OG Hurricane was fire. He did his thing on City in the Sky. Paranoid's a classic. Lemonade is fire, actually. It's really good. Willing to Trust is really good too. I don't know. Of all time, Blase. Okay, no, Blase is good though. Blase is fire. This is fire. But that's not a feature, that's his song. So that doesn't count. That's his song featuring Future and Ray Shremmerd. That one doesn't count. That's his song. You and Your Friends is good, yeah. You and Your Friends is fire. This one's hard. I really don't know, bro. I really don't know. There's too many good ones. I'm gonna just say Safety Net because I feel like I played this one the most, so I don't know. Yeah, it's his song.
That he was known for at the time. Bon Iver, expansive, post-rock influenced, very orchestral, saw Bon Iver playing with that deep voice of his. Yes. And starting to implement some of that electronic production that would come to full fruition on 22 A Million, which is his most experimental, one that feels almost otherworldly. Yeah.
I'm excited to get into other artists,
step away from
like more
Bon Iver. You know, I don't love For Emma the same way everybody else does, but I do respect it for what it is. And I think this is close to a perfect run, but not all the way there.
It's very close. I think what's holding me back is just time spent with the most recent.
Yeah, that's not the most recent.
Well, right, but like
most recent on this. Oh,
most recent in this run. I have not spent a lot of time with that record. I've listened to it, and it kind of, in my core Bon Iver fandom, it's almost like a betrayal. And I usually root for an artist to embrace a wider spectrum of influences, but I think I still had more desire for what he gave us on For Emma and Bon Iver, Bon Iver.
Yeah, and I will say the more time I spent with 22 A Million, I appreciated it much more. I kind of had the same, it was a little bit of whiplash the first time I heard it, and I feel like he did it so much better than other artists who did make me kind of sour on them, like Dirty Projectors.
For sure.
Dirty Projectors, when they went electronic and went R&B, really lost.
You don't know Bon Iver, bro? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play a song that you definitely know. There's no way you haven't heard it. if you've been on the internet in the last 3 years. Hour loop. This was on the soundtrack for one of the Twilight movies. I think the second one. And it's just such a good song. It's blown up on TikTok a couple times. The song is good. Okay. So there's that, and then there's another good one. I almost ended my stream with this one time, but I didn't. Yeah, so that's one example. That we have this, which is amazing. Yeah. This song is great. So there's that song, and then Kanye sampled it a year later for this song. You know, pretty cool. He has bangers, bro. And he has a lot of writing credits. His name is Justin Vernon. He has a lot of writing credits on like Yeezus and some other stuff with Kanye, and then, you know, just other artists. I'll tell you, actually, give off 5'11" energy. Don't worry about how tall I am. 9'10". It says right here, I have a command for it. You know? I have a command for my height for that reason. Don't worry about how tall I am. You know what I'm saying? Why you on my body, bro? But yeah, not for real. He hard though. I need to get way more into like I only know the stuff that's like I've randomly heard. I think I have more songs like on Spotify. Let me check. I honestly doubt it. Cause I just don't know him like that. But let's see. Only there. Oh, he's on Monster too, I forgot. That's it though. And then MXM tune? I don't know. I forgot how you say her name. She named the song Bon Iver. You're 5'11". No, I'm not.
Me, and I felt
Stop.
like it
I'm not 5'11".
didn't feel like they were wearing their own
short.
clothes.
5'11" is short? 5'11" is short. You're wild for that.
But the more I listen to 22 A Million, it really does feel like Justin Vernon.
What he can do is untouchable.
So I would say this is very close to perfect, not all the way perfect for me.
Probably valid.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Now we got ASAP with Long Live ASAP.
Is this a perfect run? I haven't listened to. I think there's like 1 or 2 songs I haven't listened to on this album, and then I haven't heard most of At Long Last ASAP because I wasn't in college when this came out, so I didn't, you know. There's a lot of songs I know though, but for the most part I haven't heard a lot of these. So I feel like I can't speak on that for real in its entirety. I mean, maybe to me because I'm 8'7", you see what I'm saying? At my dad's shoulder, and he's 5'11", so I consider that short. Thank you, Limi. Anyways, testing is perfect. I love testing. This is a great album. Even though it's like experimental and trying something different, it works and it's so good. Very overhated, very underrated. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of these other two, everything I've heard, I like, but you know, I don't know if they're perfect albums. Not to me because I'm 8'7". Exactly. You're not tall to me either. You're very short. Like, but that's just me though.
ASAP, Live, Laugh, Love ASAP, and Testing.
Live, Laugh, Love ASAP.
This might be the least perfect run we've seen.
Yo, honestly, I feel like I kind of wish he would have kept it going with Testing, but it's Testing. But I hope he does that again. Thought my stream froze. Yo, imagine. Was that a W freeze chat? Was that a W freeze? Nah, because now I want to be in the E-Day and freeze on somebody. Oh man, that'd be hard. If that was a W freeze, that was fire. But anyways, I hope he comes back. No, All Smiles is a different one, kinda, because it's Live, Love ASAP. Long Live ASAP, At Long Last ASAP, and then just Testing. Like, did God of War drop? I don't know. I didn't even play the original God of War. I've been seeing some people play. Like, I watched Dante play it, I watched Kai play it, but I didn't play it. So I don't know. And are you talking about the show or the game or the movie? Because I know Ragnarok is dropping soon, right? Oh no, that's the game. God of War. It says on PlayStation. It's saying it's on pre-order. I think. I don't know. W Freeze, okay. W Freeze. Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. 11 to 12, okay. Undergrown, real. But yeah, I feel like Rocky should do like, I know All Smiles was like supposed to be the next one, but I feel like he should do like a different one, like Live Love ASAP. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I mean, even Testing, which has some of my favorite moments from Rocky on it, and
Live, Laugh, Love
Perfect
ASAP.
is not even a conversation.
No, it's egregious.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of defining thing about Rocky's music career.
Yeah.
And I say music career because I feel like he has definitive fashion career and like careers in other kind of pop culture elements.
His style and his influence.
There's some people that literally know Rocky only in the fashion world and don't know his music, which is so crazy to think about.
Definitely reaches far above his music.
Right. He's like the guy you're always rooting for. And when you do get that Rocky hit, it's awesome. His delivery's so cool.
Yeah, and this is going to sound like I'm hating, but this is just a question that I saw posed on the internet. If you look at some of the people that are the most influenced by Rocky, look at Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And somebody's, without any preparation, said, what are your 10 favorite Travis Scott songs? A lot of people will be able to at least list 10 songs that they like by Travis Scott.
For sure.
What are your 10 favorite A$AP Rocky songs? Your brain kind of like, it doesn't.
Okay, 10 favorite. Off top and back with song titles, so I'm gonna look. I'm gonna put Nebraska on the map. Nebraska's not a real place, Leamy. I'm sorry. You've been lied to, bro. You've been lied to. I'm struggling in November. No, you're not, bro. Stay strong, brother. We got this. We got this, bro. We all winning. We all winning this month, bro. Okay. Now that I'm seeing some, I probably have to say currently, right now, not of all time, currently, I'm gonna say Demons, number 1. I'm gonna say Long Live ASAP, number 2. Why you laughing? I'm serious. Yeah, right. Should have got that laugh on camera. That's 2. Hey, bro, if you can put Nebraska on the map, I will give you that. 3. I'm a lot of testing. 3 Buckshots. 4 143rd. 5 Black Tux White Collar. 5. Oh wait, no, that was 5 or 6. Kissin' Pink. Where is it? Lottie Roddy. Fire. Oh wait. Phoenix. Lately, Angels. I've been playing Angels, I feel like. What is in Nebraska? They say it's a state. I don't know. That's 10, right? Or did I miss? Because I lost my count. So I don't know. If that wasn't 10, it will say, what's up? What's up? Whatever. You will know. You will know the name. Hey, bruh. Yo, bro. No, that's so valid, though. That's so valid. To be honest, hey, bruh. Like I said, if you can put Nebraska on the map, bro, I'll give you that. No cap. No cap. I'll give you that. Look, bro, my whole life, I feel like there's nobody from Nebraska. That's not a real place. There's nobody from Montana. That's not a real place. There's nobody from... See, look, I be forgetting states. I did so good in my civics test, I got all my states that year. And I feel like since then, I just forgot a lot of them because I never met anybody or seen anybody from these states. Let me check, bro. Not gonna lie, no, a black person saying they live... No, not gonna lie, a black person saying they live in Nebraska is SOS. We need to send help. Most likely. And my LED lights are trying to fall once again. Tired of this, bro. Tired of this. Okay, chat. Let's see. What other states are there? Call the NAACP. Call Sharpton. We gotta save our peeps. Meg stands pressed. I know. There's people from Wyoming. There's nobody from either Dakota. Nobody is from either of these places. That's not real. They're probably real, but there's probably just nobody there. Like, it's empty. There's a couple people from Iowa. Like, probably about 5. There's some people from Indiana. From Indiana, it's valid. Not valid, but like there's people from there. Detroit fell off low key. Detroit did not fall off. Look at Babyface Ray. Look at Babytron. Look at what's it called? You don't know anyone from Oregon? No, Oregon is valid. Oregon's valid state. Oregon's a valid state. Oregon's definitely valid. You might not know anybody from Oregon, but it's valid though. Like, it's there, and there are people there. It's just like they drink IPAs and they're hipsters and eat a lot of potatoes because there's a lot of them out there and they're really good. And they like go hiking like every day, and they probably do meth too, but that's none of my business. Now I'm looking up here in the north, bro. There's unfortunately some people from Connecticut, but they act like they're from New York, so they never say they're from Connecticut first. But you can always tell. There's nobody from New Hampshire or Vermont. Those are not real places at all. Texans, my peeps, for real. Shout out to Texas. We all know there's nobody from Ohio. There's people that are in Ohio, and it's weird. How is Alaska a state? Because we bought it. It used to be Russian territory because it's literally right next to Russia. It's like 3 or 4 miles in between Russia and Alaska. We just bought it. That's it. There's people from Hawaii though. There's people from everywhere else. And then the valid states, the most valid states ranked. Okay, ranked most valid states in the US. I'ma say most valid states in the US, bro. This is difficult, number one, because it's not Florida. You would think I would say that because I grew up here. It's not Florida, bro. It's not. Florida needs to just go. Georgia is not the most valid state. Nobody cares about Georgia outside of Atlanta. Come on. I'm not saying New York. I'm sorry. You cannot have that. We got our cash, so we literally wanted to be iced out. That's what I'm saying, bro. New Hampshire? New Hampshire's not a real place. It's not. New York, we already know. No, it's not, bro. That's why we bought Alaska, for real. Yes, they do. No, they don't. People know Atlanta. People know Savannah. People know... That's about it, bro, to be honest. Cali is not the most valid either. It could be. It could have been, but it's not. Hold on, let me go back. Y'all typing too fast. That's why I bought Alaska. Okay. Guess my aunt and uncle aren't real people. Nope. Well, they might be real people, but they're not in a real state. They're somewhere else. What, Illinois? Illinois is not the most valid. They just have Chicago. That's about it. I hate Cali. You're actually wild for that. Cali's kind of cool. It's not the most valid, but it's kind of cool. There's no other choice in New York. Yeah, there's a lot of other choices in New York. New York is definitely not the most valid state. The football people know Athens. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I definitely heard of Athens before. But like, still though, like nobody cares about Georgia, bro. It's just like, it's woods. It's a bunch of woods. Okay, New York, no. I would genuinely put Colorado over New York. Like, I just can't do New York number one. It's not the most valid. So what is it? Trying to figure that out right now. I feel like most valid, if we're being genuinely honest, is Colorado. You know why? They legalized weed recreationally a long time ago. They got snow. They got pretty chill people. You know why? I never hear of anything crazy happening in Colorado. And there's probably some black people there. Then we're gonna go California, then Texas, then Florida, then Louisiana, then Tennessee, then New York, then Pennsylvania, and then anywhere else, to be honest. I don't care. This man. Like, it's just weren't you saying Colorado's invalid? No, I never said Colorado's invalid. No. Mass shootings, Colorado was bugging last year. Oh. Right. Okay, I take that back. Colorado's not number one, but I'm saving the rest of the list. Wyoming. Wyoming is empty, bro. It's empty. It's chill. They got too much bud and they don't smoke it, bro. That's why they're shooting people. They're not chill. Ain't no way. You put Florida. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. And I'll do it again. Y'all ever heard of something called Staten Island? Staten Island is cool, but New York as a state just isn't valid, bro. I always said they only got Denver and Colorado Springs and weed. I don't really know. But they got a lot of weed. And it's legal. I feel like I missed something. I didn't. Cali got wildfires. Yeah, true. I feel like the only thing that's not valid about California is the San Andreas Fault, the wildfires, and then the people. Other than that, it's a valid state. But some of the people are just weird. and like the pricing, which is why New York is definitely not valid. It's like literally you have to sell your organs to survive in New York for a month, bro. That's not valid. That's not valid. Just to like be around. If New York ain't valid, neither are you. Yeah, I said it. Okay. Whatever. And Hollywood, who keeps making bad movies. I feel like Hollywood is cool, but you know, it's just weird. It's a weird energy in Hollywood. But, you know, that's how it's gonna be, bro, to be honest. But yeah. Look, bro, New York is not the number one valid state. It's just not, bro. You know why? Everybody who says that is from one of the 5 boroughs and not from the rest of the state. People will literally be from New York and say parts of New York is not valid, which is why it's not valid. There's so much division, bro. Hollywood of the South is better. Like Hollywood, Florida? I feel like South Florida ain't valid. No, South Florida is valid. I just don't like South Florida, personally. It's valid. Sell your organs, that's light. Yo. Okay, let's not talk about stage chat. We have a video to watch.
Fill up the same way.
Yeah.
No, that's true. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's not a valid state. Brooklyn is the most valid part of New York, then the city, then Queens, then the Bronx, then anywhere else, and then the rest of the state. No, then Buffalo, and then the rest of the state. Like, you know? Because, like, it's too much division. Hollywood is solid. What you talking about, bro? Whoa, 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 whoa. Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Chat, spam one. Spam one. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? The best Avengers was shot in GA. Hold on. What is happening right now? Yo, no. Don't do that. Don't do that, bruh. I know you lying right now. Okay, chat, spam one. Refresh, spam one. What's happening, bruh? I have no idea what's happened. I was literally just talking and instead of reconnecting, bro. Weird. I forgot what we were saying. Okay, hold on. Let me go back up. ATL is the Hollywood of the South. Okay, I guess. Let's see. The best Avengers was shot in GA for real. Yeah, probably true. Okay, W chat. I don't know, bro. I feel like Atlanta's valid. It's just not like you can't say that's the most valid state though, because like I said, bro, there's parts of Georgia that like nobody cares about, and weed is not legal, and street racing isn't legal, and abortions are probably not going to be legal there soon, anyways. Delayed? There's delay now? Yikes, bro. I have no idea what happened. It just, like, the weather isn't crazy right now. I don't know, bro. Weird. Stranger Things was shot here. Okay. Was Snowpiercer shot there? Or Pulp Fiction? Or Django? Or the Minions movie? The first one? Mic check? Can y'all not hear me? Nah. Unless you was just like, I don't know, bruh. Let's not talk about states, chat.
He has
back on music.
There are definitely people who just like live and die for his music, but I feel like it's a combination of all those exterior factors that create the diehard Rocky fan.
I hate adding this to the conversation too, but so much of what his music did in revitalizing that Southern sound, Rocky's from New York.
Yeah.
You know, Travis Scott's from Houston. How are you going to judge the guy from Texas for doing the DJ Screw thing and not judge the guy from New York?
This is the biggest argument I will always have against Rocky when it comes to Travis Scott stealing his style. Literally, I can. Okay, cool. Literally, Rocky spent some summers in Houston. We can hear you. All right, cool. No, I was doing that for the chat. Okay, cool. He spent some summers in Houston growing up. Travis was born there and grew up there. How are you gonna say, being from Harlem, openly repping Harlem all the time, that a man from somewhere that you were influenced by their sound, perfected, and then built upon, copied your style when he literally was exposed to the same things that influenced him a little bit more directly? Because you was there for some summers. He was at Astroworld, bro, in the 90s. Like, you know, I just don't get that. That comparison is always weird to me, especially since there aren't too many similarities. There are some, but that's how it is with any artist. You know what I mean? But I feel like that one is one that's very weird and annoying because I feel like they don't really do the same thing. Sure, they have some songs that are similar, especially when it comes to the Southern influence, right? Like, let's look. Let's look, bro. We got another live notey? That's weird. Gotta be careful around you. You know, I don't know if you have any sense, if you can sense my jokes when I do them. I feel like sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't because it's just like, you know, I don't know. But anyways. Let's say What's Up by Rocky, produced by Clams Casino. That's a song that's like very, or Houston Old Head, if anything. Produced by DJ Burn One, right? That's probably the most Southern song Rocky has. It's a very valid song. Let's see if we can find one by Travis Scott that's similar. No. It's not looking like it, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Well, maybe in rodeo. No. That's just one example. Like, I just don't get it. Sure, they may dress similar. Sure, they both have braids. Like, what else is there, bro? They both have done acid probably more than once. That's about it.
Yeah. Who did it after Screw, you know, it's a weird little conversation, but
it is
very influential.
What's the comparison? Rocky and Travis. A lot of people, including Rocky years ago, believe that Travis stole his style. Since then, Rocky has just, you know, taken it as what's it called, like flattery, because it's like he's you know, not copying him, but what's the word, bruh? Like, he's influenced by him, you know. That's what he's taking it as, which I don't see that either, to be honest. Because if you listen to stuff Travis was doing in 2009 when Rocky was only big in Harlem, like, it's not the same, bro. Because I feel like Travis was kind of already had his sound because he's from there, you know? It's like, you gonna make music based on where you from to begin with, because that's mostly what you're gonna grow up around hearing. At least in that era, in the CD era, you know? In the internet era, you're gonna sound like everybody. But, you know, it's just tough, bro.
Style icon, A$AP Rocky's awesome, but not even close to a perfect run.
Not even close.
Now we got the beat.
Especially when it comes to fashion. Rocky and Travis don't dress the same. Sure, they both wore cargo pants at a certain time. Sure, they both wore, retro, like thrifted tees kind of vibe. A lot of people dress the same. There's literally 8 billion people on the planet, and only a few major companies that put out clothes a lot, and then some other low-key ones. People gonna dress the same, bro, at some point. Like, whatever. Okay, ask me what my favorite pizza is so we can see how bad this delay really is. What's your favorite kind of pizza? Yikes. It's been 40 seconds. It's a crazy delay. Is this like a minute delay, bro?
Beatles.
Imagine.
Rubber
Pepperoni. 46 seconds. Yikes. That means you probably didn't hear me for like 30 seconds. Jeez. Yikes, dude. I don't know how to fix that. It literally ended my stream and then restarted. Do I have 2 VODs up now?
Revolver and Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
I haven't listened to any of
Beatles,
these.
Britpop band.
At all.
Oh yeah, please explain.
They invaded the U.S., I believe, if Wikipedia is telling the truth.
They're like,
yeah, exactly.
so they showed up and they're like,
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. It was
What's
just
happening?
like
This is
that.
very bad, the delay. Yo. I don't know what to do, chat. Like, do I just end stream? This is the last video, bro. We could just like end stream after this, to be honest. Or I can restart it after this. I don't know, bro.
They invaded with bowl cuts, and they made their little army of Beatlemanic soldiers get the bowl cuts too, and they made people pass out at their
I have 2 VODs.
shows, I'm assuming with chemical warfare and hypnotic familiar melodies, almost like timeless sound. And then you get Sgt. Pepper's, which is like one of the greatest concept albums of all time.
I don't really listen to Rubber Soul like ever, so I just don't have like a grasp on whether it's a perfect album or not. I just like don't listen to it very often.
Yeah, there's a miss on each of these albums, and they were all written by Ringo Starr.
Oh yeah, because
That's literally what's going to keep them from having, like, sure, greatest band of all time, written some of the greatest songs ever that are going to be played for all time, but they let Ringo Starr write songs.
I mean, Yellow Submarine is on Revolver, and Revolver is a perfect album to me.
Besides that track.
Except for Yellow Submarine. We all like he wrote it for kindergartners. It's crazy.
Go back to preschool, Ringo.
I'll
Great
do it after this
drummer.
video.
Not even going to say he was a bad drummer.
I'm gonna end stream after this video.
Perfect for the band. I mean, held down a rhythm, was cheeky with fills in places I feel like he doesn't get the credit
come
for.
back.
Yeah, he also was like sometimes he'd bang on a suitcase or whatever. He'd make like
Yeah,
weird-
try that. Click out, like just like close Twitch, and then come back and see if the delay is still there. Because if that's the case, then I won't end stream. I have wait. I said it shows my delay. There's a 35-second delay. Is that normal? I never noticed that. I don't know what it normally is. That's cool. I just don't know if we if we don't respond in a large amount of time. That's why. Okay, yeah, valid. It's a 35-second delay, so that's what it is. I'll probably just end stream after this and start up again.
fast sounds, and it worked.
Awesome guy at his instrument.
Now we got Beach House, Devotion, Teen Dream, Bloom.
To be honest, I've only really
I
listened
haven't listened to any of these. I just know Silver Soul from this one, which I never noticed there's a title in here. It looks so crazy. Like you have to like, I don't even know how to explain it because I can barely see it now. I just noticed it for a second.
Bloom.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If I saw this CD sitting in a car that I just sat in, I'm kind of giving it an eye roll, but I did learn to like it over time. I became sensitized to it.
Right.
I got sensitized to
Oh,
the
you
sounds.
got sensitized.
okay.
I mean, Bloom is a
Bruh,
perfect
still crazy?
album. Like, it's a dream pop classic.
Yeah.
And really, like,
welcome.
started whatever wave of dream pop that was. I feel like Bloom really,
So
like,
long delay. Yeah, it's still saying 35 seconds for me, so I guess it's just on my end. Yeah, I'm gonna stream after this.
kick-started it where you saw bands trying to make what Beach House was doing. And I don't know, Devotion, I just feel like I haven't spent enough time with. I liked it when it came out. I was really young, but I liked it when it came out. And then Teen Dream, my friend had on vinyl. We would listen to that sometimes. But I really only returned to Bloom and onward. Like Depression Cherry, like I like all the albums that came after Bloom, I appreciate more, you know? But I feel like that's just my own personal bias. I respect anybody who says this is a perfect 3-album run because I think it might be. I just would have to listen more to like really think about it and make a good point because I don't know.
Fair enough. It's not perfect to me, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm not a dream pop
Because we're really
optimist.
watching Queso from the past and the present. Nah, that's crazy. No. I'm about to have an existential crisis, bro. Oh, God, that actually made my head hurt. Nah, that's crazy.
Next, we got one that was part of the Twitter conversation that I saw.
Nah, y'all are in the past because I'm in the future. Oh, wait, no, y'all are in the future because the chat. The chat. Nah, that's still weird.
All that inspired this video. Fleet Foxes. Two
Fleet
white guys
Foxes.
double high-fiving for Fleet Foxes.
Thanks, Robin Pecknold.
So we got the self-titled and then
I
Helplessness
think I've only
Blue.
heard one song from them. I actually don't know now. I gotta look. Ragged Wood is the only song I know by them.
And then Crack Up.
I mean, these first two records, for
speak.
people that haven't listened to them, some of the best vocal arrangement of like the 21st century, some amazing songwriting. The compositions are
I've heard it.
profound and like wide ranging and just beautiful.
Watching everybody try and fail to make these records was crazy.
I was in a Fleet Foxes band, essentially.
I know, but I'm saying like not even just kids at home. I'm saying
Right.
like the industry, the whole genre of music, and not a good one, by the way, was spawned from these records being so good and so hypnotizing that everybody was like, how do I make these 4-part harmony folk hymnals, you know? Like, how do I make that? And then everybody stopped short and ended up with like a kick drum and a banjo, and like, it's just bad. It's the whole thing was a mess.
Those first 2 albums feel like alien artifacts from like a time that we never even knew existed.
Yeah.
It's like when a sand dune blows over and they're like, there's a marble palace here, and it was built in 26.
Crack Up is an amazing album too.
Yeah.
It's not what I spent much time with. So when it came out, I was expecting like, there's no way Fleet Foxes will be able to hold on to any magic, and it is very different. But even with the time passed, I think it's its own type of. This just doesn't feel like a run. That's what I'll say.
Exactly.
It feels like a 2 and a 1. That's what it feels like to me. Is like I can't consider this really a run.
Yeah, I agree with that. It doesn't feel like a run, but man, those first 2 are so good that I almost just want to say it's perfect, but it's not.
Now we got Daft Punk. So we have
perfect. This is probably the most perfect 3-album run of all time.
Homework, Discovery, and Human After All.
Yes.
I admittedly have not spent very much time with Human After All. I know Homework and Discovery.
Me either, but it's great.
Because they're both like landmark electronic albums. And I also am not the biggest Daft Punk fan. Not that I don't like them, but I haven't done a deep dive. I've just kind of passively listened to music like that. So
Discovery is the only one that's like singed into my brain as a project. As much as I appreciate them, they've never been like a project group for me.
Same.
I'm pulling bits and pieces from all over the board that I really like and enjoy, but I'm not going to sit down and listen to a Daft Punk album start to finish.
I do that.
The easiest way to listen to Discovery start to finish, chat, is to watch Interstellar 5555. Literally just watch the movie. It's just the album with a storyline and a movie, and it's animated, and it's so good. Just watch it. It's great.
That with Random Access Memories, which is not a part of this 3-album run. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love Daft Punk's music, but I'm just not. I don't have enough authority to say whether it's perfect or not.
I do. This is perfect.
Right.
Too French. Okay.
I forget that they're French sometimes because they wear masks.
Yeah, not a perfect run for me, but I really respect anybody.
I wonder if they smoke cigarettes in the masks. They probably
says
smell
it is a
bad.
perfect run. I almost wish I could say that. Like, I want to be cool.
Yeah, we'll do a deep dive someday.
Yeah.
Mitski. So we've got Bury Me at Makeout.
I haven't gotten into Mitski at all. I've just heard like nobody off of this. Be the Cowboy. Interesting title.
Creek, Puberty 2, and Be the Cowboy.
Be the Cowboy is the only one I've spent a significant amount of time with here, so I'm going to kind of reserve my opinion, tip my hat, throw in a chaw, and listen to what you have to say.
Perfect. I feel like there's a lot of
Well, because of the streaming and reading the chat is in the future, we the chat are in the future with him, or the present, and because we're watching the past, and we're seeing the future. Present Marcus will do something in the future or present. I just realized I can't freeze because I have a moving GIF in the background. I literally cannot freeze, chat. And I have the time on the screen. I can't freeze, bro. I have too many things moving. Anyways.
Mitski fans out there who have not heard Bury Me at Makeout Creek, it was kind of predates her newfound internet success. Puberty 2 is just fresh enough that it caught the people who found Mitski from TikTok, which is a funny thing to say as somebody who's been a Mitski fan since well before TikTok even existed, and as an artist who does not seem like a TikTok artist. And I don't mean that
she definitely does not seem like a TikTok artist at all. That's just how I heard her. To be honest, but she got bangers though. She seemed valid. I just haven't gotten into her yet.
Any sort of bad. I think being a TikTok artist gets way too bad of a connotation. It's more that Mitski's a very reserved person who doesn't use the internet. It's cool to see her music blow up on there. Yeah, these are all perfect for different reasons. Bury Me at Makeout Creek, very stripped back, lo-fi version of these kind of like experimental indie pop songs. Puberty 2 adds some kind of beef to it. There's some like heavier guitars. There's some sweeter moments. And then Be the Cowboy feels like opus level. It's probably my least favorite of the 3, honestly, but I still love it and respect it. And a lot of people say it's a perfect album. I think you have 2 perfect albums and one near perfect album here, but definitely a perfect run for me.
Fair enough.
Michael Jackson.
Perfect. Off the wall.
Perfect. No, this is probably the most perfect 3-album run. You cannot top Off the Wall into Thriller into Bad. You just can't, chat. You can't. You literally can't. It's impossible.
Thriller and Bad here. It is perfect. We had other people suggest different runs that didn't include Off the Wall, and I fought back against that because I think Off the Wall is like, there's something like harmless about it, and it still shows like the precursors for what's to come on Thriller and Bad that absolutely shifted not only music, but like the history of the world.
Yeah,
people could say.
Yeah.
And then he gets the collab with Quincy Jones, and you get Thriller, which is kind of an undisputed track for track perfect album.
Did you hear about Fantano's video?
Yeah, I know.
He said Thriller's not a 10 and it lit the internet on fire for a few days.
He loves doing that.
Yeah, he likes lighting the internet on fire.
He be doing that.
He's an
And
arsonist.
I respect it. To be
Fantano's a digital arsonist. What if we like make that an actual crime and he gets arrested? Fantano, Rico.
Be honest, I don't think I've ever listened to any of these albums all the way through except for Thriller.
I haven't, but I know that they're tens because it's Michael Jackson. You can't like who. You're not beating Goku. You're not beating Michael Jackson, and you're not beating. I don't know who else, but you're not beating Goku. And you're not beating Michael Jackson, so I know that.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson just never. It's just not my.
Right.
Not my thing.
Not your thing.
Never really got into it. I was not raised on this type of pop music.
I wasn't either. I came to it a little.
I was, and it was cool at the time. It's not my favorite thing now. I like some of his newer stuff that came out since he passed, like Chicago, Blue Gangsta, like because I feel like he was on like a pop rap kind of vibe. Like it wasn't rap, but it had like that type of cadence almost, to where you could tell he was pulling some influence from rap in some ways. And he was friends with a lot of rappers, so it would have made sense. There was an artist-producer project. Yeah, he collabed with Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones produced this, and not like in a producer like, making all the beats and type producer like in a what's his name kind of way, bro. Like in a Rick Rubin producer kind of way, to where he's just guided Michael with kind of how Michael Jordan in basketball. I feel like in both of their primes. I feel like LeBron would probably, it would be a close one. I wouldn't know who to bet on because it would be that close, but it could be close. Like, LeBron could, in their primes, though, which neither of them are in their primes right now. But anyways, it was like in a Rick Rubin, he guided Michael with, how the album would sound sonically and the concept and everything, like that kind of producing. And I think he still did do some, instrumentation on it. I don't know. I haven't gotten too deep into this, but I know that, though. Because I think they met at a party and then kind of just, went with it.
Later, but it clicked for me when it clicked.
The crazy thing about that whole situation is literally Quincy Jones did not have any crazy hits, until a little bit before this. And he was already 50-something, which proves, chat, it's never too late, bro. Literally. He didn't produce Thriller until he was 58 or something crazy. Wow. How old is Quincy Jones now, bro? I honestly forgot.
And the surprising thing, I feel like, with my own opinion here, is Off the Wall is my favorite out of these three.
Nice.
Thriller and Bad feel so focused. It's like LeBron in year 16.
Quincy Jones is 89. So, yeah, he was 50-something when he did Thriller. Actually insane.
17 and 18. You're like, man, this is it's just so centered and aimed at this one idea, and Off the Wall is kind of oh shit, this little kid grew up and is making something crazy.
So it's 07 LeBron.
Yeah.
Swept by the Spurs, but damn, he really took Boobie Gibson.
Yeah, how did he get him there? Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I love this run. I think it's absolutely.
Just like Rick Rubin with Yeezus. Literally, let me not get into that, bro. This video is already way too long, and we've barely talked about music. 100. I mean, close. He's a little bit off. Hopefully on this part after the party story. Hopefully it's on the part after the party story. Yeah. He was 58. Yeah, he was in his mid to late 50s when he did Thriller, bro. Literally. He was already had a career that didn't really work out too well and everything. But instead of giving up, he kept going and then produced Thriller in his 50s, bro. So wild.
Really perfect.
I feel like I get it now, because of the Cavs thing.
Yeah, exactly. A little LBJ analogy and we're all on board.
Now we got Outkast.
Ooh! I haven't sat with any of these in their entirety, but I just know this is a perfect run. I need to, but I've heard a decent amount from all of them. I can imagine that they're perfect.
We got ATL Aliens, we got Aquemini, and we got Stankonia.
Yeah, to me, this is like a perfect sandwich with no meat. Aquemini is like by far my least favorite in this 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, love Stankonia, love ATL Aliens. Maybe it's due to just lack of time with it.
Yeah.
But Aquemini never... I don't know, when I was getting into it, people were like, listen to ATL Aliens, because at that point I was working backwards from Stankonia.
Yeah.
It was like they came on the scene with that one, the mainstream scene, I feel like. And then I went back, listened to ATL Aliens, was like, it's fucking awesome. And then I just kind of maybe only stuck around on that album, never really gave Aquemini the time of day, but it's not the perfect album for me.
Yeah, see, I've spent the most time with Stankonia and then Speakerbox The Love Below.
Right.
Specifically, Andre's part of Speakerbox The Love Below. It's tough for me to even really have a huge opinion. There are songs and moments on all of these albums that I absolutely love, and I feel like I owe it to myself to actually like listen to them like albums. It's like I showed up to ref a JV game and they said, actually, you're reffing the NBA Finals tonight. And I'm like, no, I don't. Let me like do a few more.
This joke will pay off. It's the joke, bro. Yo.
Games at like JV level before I just go ref.
Bro's literally planning a future joke for himself to laugh at in the future, except it's going to be me reacting to it in the past. This dude leave me, bro. NASA needs to hire him at this point.
The NBA Finals, a lot to do.
I would ref the NBA Finals.
Well, you would.
I wouldn't.
He's out of here.
Now we got Nirvana, Bleach, Nevermind, and In Utero. I mean, there's.
I watched the Your Rage clip. He literally got banned for the Nevermind cover, bro. I'm not taking any chances.
No. See, and this predates us as well, but I was a Kurt Cobain, like, super fan when I was, like, 16, 17. I was, like, reading all his books and everything. I've listened to all these albums, like, a million.
Here's your money. Aha. Yen? How much yen is that? Matter of fact, let me pull something up real quick, bro. What's her name, bro? Hold on, I gotta find her name, chat. Oh, I remember her name now. And that I had the completely wrong name. I forgot it's gonna like crop weird though. I can't just. Yeah, maybe I can. Okay, I'm putting this picture of Madeline Klein and Chase Stokes over it.
Million times.
Yeah.
It has to be perfect.
Yeah, I don't see the debate. I'm trying to play devil's advocate in my mind, and just not, the devil's like this big, and he's got like a little bitch ass squeaky voice.
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain wasn't
What Rage got banned for?
I'm like,
It was a while
I have
ago.
something he might say.
He got banned for that cover that I keep showing. He literally just played something in the way on YouTube, and the cover was like really big, and he got banned.
Which is, some people don't like
Baby
the
me.
way that Kurt's vocals come off on
Yeah,
In Utero.
yeah.
Like his voice was kind of
used
like,
it, I don't know.
was weathered and weird on that record, and the way it's produced, people don't like it as much as Nevermind.
I see the joke
Bleach is the
coming.
raw one with like way more songs and has like a whole, feels very like slapdash in a certain way, but every single song is like an amazing idea.
I mean, I agree with that. In Utero is my least favorite here, but their like not best work is still better than like anyone else in that space.
Yeah, it's like the Fleet Foxes thing.
Yeah.
It's like Nirvana, incredible, started a wave of some of the worst music of all time.
Yep.
And it took a few years to get there. Like it was the 90s, like no hate on like Soundgarden or Pearl Jam or any of those bands, because they existed at the same time. Pixies, like those are all great bands that were doing cool shit in that space with Nirvana, but Nirvana was the band. And then after all of them, you have like butt rock and everybody singing like that for a while. And yeah, you have some great songs that came out of that, but overall, it's just like the Fleet Foxes thing, where you have everybody trying to be
something you just can't.
Trying to be Kurt, can't be Kurt.
Yikes.
Perfect.
Radiohead,
the band.
I don't know enough about Nirvana to be. I haven't gotten into them. Excuse me, pretty much at all. I know the main. What? Future Leamy, explain now. Cause what did you just say?
OK Computer, and Kid A.
You like
Don't
the
even
what?
got my favorite Radiohead album on it.
This is a joke. When you told me that this is the one that got sent in, I was like, the Benz is not in a perfect album run.
Yikes.
It is like, in a certain way, for when it came out and what it was doing, it was kind of the best album that sounded like this at this time. Like, it was the best one.
Analyze, sorry, delay. Okay, bro.
Doing this, bro. But I mean, no. And OK Computer to me is a very flawed album. Like I love the concept. I love a lot of the songs on there, but it just does not hold.
He's having wait, like he's literally calculating the 35 seconds to just mess with me, bro. This is actually hilarious.
Nearly the weight that Kid A or then In Rainbows, which I know is your favorite.
Yeah.
Not a perfect run to me at all. Kid A's a perfect album, though.
Yeah, not perfect for me either. I do like that nut face on that Crash Test Dummy.
All right, now we got, another, wow, Sigur Rós. These titles are in Icelandic. So
Say up.
It's like Agetis Björn,
Close.
something like that.
I've never heard
Try
of him.
again.
Agetis Björn.
Roll your R's.
Agetis Björn.
No, now you're doing a French thing.
Agetis Björn.
Perfect. Nailed it. Next one.
Parentheses.
Try it with an accent.
Parentheses.
Nice. Third one.
Tak.
Give me a little accent.
Tok.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Tak means thanks in Icelandic. But also, lead singer of Sigur Rós created his own language to sing all these albums in. It's like called Haplandish. It's a mix between Icelandic, French, and English, I believe. Kind of on his J.R.R. Tolkien shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
a bit of a barrier for entry, but just, I mean, able to make some of the most beautiful music ever.
Yeah, it's completely otherworldly. If you don't know who Sigur Rós is, they're an Icelandic band, figureheads of turn of the century post-rock.
Yeah.
So post-rock usually meaning instrumental stuff. This is not instrumental, but the way that Sigur Rós uses vocals is angelic and kind of mystical, very atmospheric. Like what they're able to achieve on some of these songs is really crazy. Like I have cried tears to their music, and it's just it's beautiful. But they're also able to.
I used all my genius
like,
and
kind
most
of
of my time on that joke, so I'm done. Yo.
Inspired too,
That's real,
something with a little
that's
bit of a
W joke.
twang or some roots to it. They're able to really play with a lot of different things on their records.
Yeah, I think there's like there's folksy music in Icelandic culture that I feel like they are so good at like incorporating the soil they came from and then making it into something new. And they almost sound like fairy wizards that you taught instruments to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They feel like they flew in from a little garden that you had to like go under a little arch to get into.
Yeah.
And you're like, these motherfuckers aren't, I can't understand them, but man, wait a minute, is he using a bow to play the electric guitar? Like just otherworldly, truly is the only way you can describe their music.
Honestly, what is a barrier for entry with language usually for me is the opposite with Sigur Rós.
Yeah.
I kind of like that I don't know what they're saying. And when there are glimpses of the English.
That's how I feel about like reggaeton and other like Hispanic genres. Cause I just like the vibes, bro. Like you can always feel the vibes. Music is universal language in that way. You can kind of tell what someone's going for. But it's just like I can enjoy it and not have to analyze it, not care what they're saying, none of that. Like I can just vibe. It's hard to not do that with English music, which is why we have, you know, so much GOAT talk and album of the year talk and all this, you know?
English that peeks through Haplandish, you're like, wait a minute, I just got it. Like literally the word kisses in one song. I'm like, kisses. I'm like, oh, he said a word I know.
That's lit.
Parentheses I've spent the least amount of time with of these three. Tak is kind of like their most commercial, the one that you would hear in movie soundtracks. Like even if you feel like you haven't heard of Sigur Rós, you've probably heard Happy Pola. That's in a lot of movies.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna try my best to spell what he said. This would be so much fun if this was about risky opinions, literally. Like the delay would be hilarious. I'm trying to skip through, so it's like, you know? I mean, maybe. Doesn't sound too familiar to me, but maybe. Wrong time? No, literally.
And then the first album here is top 10 of all time for me. Perfect album for sure. It's kind of teetering on the edge, but I would consider this perfect.
I don't think there's throwaways here. I think what they do is so otherworldly, unique, and sweet and cool. Like if this scratches an itch for you, this is your group. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't have that itch.
Stevie.
Valid.
We've got Inner Vision.
Stevie. I haven't gotten into his albums at all yet, but it's probably perfect.
Fulfilling This' first finale, and Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, I mean, you got Songs in the Key of Life here, which is in that same conversation as like Thriller.
Yeah, even to me, as somebody who's not a huge Stevie Wonder
I haven't even listened to most of this album, and I know that.
Fan, again, just like lack of exposure. Like I just haven't listened to that much Stevie Wonder stuff. I always like
Brett just said I agree. And it was kind of valid though.
What I hear. Songs in the Key of Life is a perfect album.
Yeah,
that would be
for
done.
sure. It's a songwriting exhibition. It is that clear golden voice that he has with just the subtle, you know, not even subtle.
It's like, how do you feel about women? And then it's just like, you know, oh, I don't like that at all. Different time. That'd be hilarious.
A lot of it's super funky, but like he keeps a funk and a groove to even the sweetest songs. You know? But I love Inner Visions the most probably here. I think those are both perfect albums. I think it's the middle one that keeps it from a perfect run.
I haven't even heard that, I don't think, so I am absolving myself from this, but I will say, Songs in the Key of Life, amazing.
It is amazing, and it's tough, too, with an artist like this. Like, Stevie's still alive and still, I mean, we saw Astroworld earlier, and he was on there.
Yeah.
There's so many albums here, and you can pick, it's same thing with Bob.
Yeah.
You can pick 3 perfect albums, but the runs weren't like how we think of them now back in the day.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You make albums for different reasons. You're in different studios. You're just like pumping out a record every year.
Yeah.
That like if you stumbled on anything like Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad, it was partially sheer luck.
But that's also kind of what elevates guys like Michael Jackson to that level that you don't see anyone else go to. And what I will say, like, despite me not thinking that Kendrick's run was actually perfect, that's what elevates him to that level too, is like, you could maybe go through a bunch of other rappers' catalogs and pick 3 and put them up against those albums and try your best. But like, those 3 being in a row is insane.
Were that bad? Oh, I love that. Love it, man. That was a great time in my life. You know what I see. You know what I see. What he's saying. Yo, that'd be terrible timing.
Yeah, like to go from Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly to Damn, it like makes him untouchable.
I just realized this dude Werv sent me a picture. The Bronze Jade. Like, bro. Oh, you just did that. I thought I missed that from a while ago and just saw it, but that was just now. Bro. Like. Bro. Okay, man. Okay.
You know?
And I think like Prince could be put in that conversation too, because he was making albums.
No, literally, because like that kind of is funny, but like, I don't know. I just don't hit. But then again, I feel like that would have hit when I was 14. So I get it, bro. Your humor is gonna get better. I promise. It will get better.
Every year.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh at anything for a long time, though.
Experimental too.
Anything.
But
Yeah.
I love Stevie. Top 3 artists for me.
Literally, I could try and find a picture from stuff I would laugh at like 5 years ago, 4 years ago even. It's not funny now, but it was really funny then. And that's just how humor works, bro.
And 2 of these albums are probably in my top 10 albums of all time, but not a perfect run.
All right. Now we got Young Thug with Slime.
Ooh, Slime Season 3 to Jeffrey the Beautiful Thugger Girls. I haven't listened to Beautiful Thugger Girls yet. I've heard a couple songs, but I haven't listened to the whole album. But I feel like this is probably perfect.
Season 3, Jeffrey, and Beautiful Thugger Girls.
I mean, two albums I think
Time to go, right?
could be perfect, or you could at least make the argument.
You know what's so funny is I was researching for this a little bit, and none of these are actually albums.
They're not.
Yeah, what does he only have 2 albums ever?
Yeah, he has 2 albums ever, and it's so much fun and punk.
Right.
That's it. The 2 most recent big things, you know? Slime Season 3 is absolutely.
Take that from a 27-year-old with 4 kids. See, you get it. Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff I probably regret laughing at. And not even because it's crazy or controversial. It just wasn't funny. Like, hold on, bro. Let me try and think of... Bro. This was literally freshman year, bro. This was the funniest thing ever to me at the time. I don't know why, but I just, you know. It's not funny though. It's just a car that doesn't even look like Thanos. It's just a weird looking truck with a weird like front splitter or bumper and splitter. I don't know. That's it. But that was hilarious a couple years ago, to be honest. Anyways.
Absolutely perfect for me. Like, that's one of my favorite mixtapes of all time. Jeffrey, I don't think it's perfect. I think it's great. Yeah. But I think there are songs on there that I don't really like go back to.
For sure.
That is true though. I just saw one in the Travis Scott playlist I don't even have liked. I just don't think I remember it, so I haven't played it in a while. But anyways.
And also it's like doesn't have a lot, like he was doing something different there. Yeah. It doesn't really have like that same energy that you were getting from the Slime Season series or even Barter 6. Like there isn't. God, I love that. Yeah, Barter 6 is incredible too. Like there might be a
Thanos card. Yeah, bro. Like that's it. And it was mad funny, bro. Especially the top text bottom text. The top text bottom text era is amazing because it evolved to a point where it was literally just top text at the top and bottom text in the bottom, and then a random image that was deep fried and had a filter on it, and it would be so funny. That's not funny, bro. Like I don't know what I was thinking, bro.
Perfect Young Thug run, if you like really break it down, as long as like Slime Season 3 maybe being the last one. I don't know. But Beautiful Thugger Girls, I never liked.
I'd like to meet someone that does.
I have met many people who love that record, and it's not even like that I hate it. It's just that like, you know, it is, again, it feels like somebody wearing somebody else's clothes. It didn't feel like Young Thug was like really all the way in there trying to make his version of a country album.
I agree.
Like I hate when people do these like visual metaphors or whatever, but like, you know, he's holding the guitar upside down on there on the album cover, and people are like, that's kind of like, you know, some Rolling Stone review writer was like jacking off to the idea of like, well, it's kind of like he's holding the guitar upside down, which is like kind of a metaphor for the album, like not really knowing how to, whatever. That's all bullshit. I respect Young Thug's like willingness to put himself in that position to try to make a record like that, but just the results are not songs I want to listen to.
So. I totally agree. This is far from perfect.
Understandable.
Well, those were our perfect 3 album runs and yours. Thank you for sending them in.
Bye.
W.
Bye. Bye.
And we're back.
Clean shaven. Crazy we were wearing other clothes.
Yo. Honestly, I like the HIVEMIND Unlimited outro way more than the HIVEMIND outro now. The HIVEMIND outro is still cool, but I feel like I like this outro a little bit more. But I like the HIVEMIND intro more than the HIVEMIND Unlimited intro. The HIVEMIND Unlimited intro is cool. It reminds me of like regular show, but this one's just better.